Yes, my people, welcome to Mwana Sporty Family. My name is Jack, and we are here to break down the English Premier League Week 12 prediction. As you all know, uh, with the World Cup qualification over for 2025 and plenty of big countries resigned to a battle in the playoffs, it is full steam ahead in the Premier League between now and the end of the calendar year, which is May on 20 something. So, uh, let's get to Premier League. Arsenal boost a 4-point lead to the chasing pack below them, which are led by Manchester City following their impressive win over Liverpool last time out. The Chelsea, Sunderland, and Tottenham headline the list of sides behind them, as some crunch fixtures await both ends the Premier League table. Down the bottom, Wolves will be searching for a miracle under a new manager, Rob Edwards. Remember, just Wolves just signed a new manager, Rob Edwards, while Nottingham Forest and West Ham United make the current bottom three. So, going to the Premier League match week 12, we will be having our first game of the week will be Chelsea away trip to Burnley. So, Scott Parker, Scott Parker's Burnley will be looking to spring a serious surprise here as they take on Chelsea at Turf Moor. Games like this aren't untimely. What Burnley will be judged on this term, however, they will want to have a good crack at the Blues in front of their home fans. That said, Chelsea look to be improving this term and they can keep the pressure on their side with a win. This may be tight, with Chelsea perhaps most likely to be the favorite team to win this game. Because if you look at Chelsea in their last few games before the international break, they were on their unlike Burnley, they've been just fluctuating with maybe a draw as and a lose. But all the same, it's not a surprise. Every Chelsea fan knows that, uh, according to the fixtures, how they are, Chelsea are more afraid of Burnley than they are afraid of Arsenal, which they play next, and then they play Barcelona. So Chelsea will tend to prepare for Barcelona and Arsenal more than they will prepare for Burnley, and this might give their fans shocker results during the early kickoff of the Saturday match against Burnley. But still, my prediction goes Chelsea will win this game with a 2-1 win coming from the international break. Remember, Cole Palmer is coming back after having a groin injury for a long time, and also the reports claims that he's been working hard on the gym section, so he's coming back with a new physique. This is something that he never had before, so he got time to took much time in the gym session, and now he's coming back with a better physique. This is an added advantage to the Chelsea squad, and also Liam Delap is much welcome to play this game as Joao Pedro is also available. So Chelsea will be having plenty of options to play forward. This time round, I don't think forward will be a problem. Also, midfield is compact, and the only problem that we'll be working on is on their defense, which is which against Burnley is not going to be a very big something to manage because it's something manageable, by the way. So that's why I'm edging for a Chelsea win 2-1. Uh, on other game, Liverpool will be playing Nottingham Forest. It has been a tough week for Liverpool, and they will be desperate to get back on track here. Against Nottingham Forest, the Reds have made a hash of defending their title thus far. But they can force their way back into the race with some good results over the next few weeks. Nottingham Forest, meanwhile, are improving under Sindage, but this remains one of the tallest orders in the Premier League. This will be a good one, which Liverpool should ultimately prevail from. So I'm predicting a very comfortable win for Liverpool here. I'm hoping that they are going to win a very with a margin of 2 goals. Let me say they will win 3-1, having the home advantage. We will be having also Bournemouth, which will be going against West Ham United. So if you all know, Bournemouth have been one of the stories of the season so far, but they will want to respond a back-to-back losses here against West Ham. Remember, they've lost back-to-back games, having been beaten by Aston Villa and before we went for the international breaks. So against this West Ham, they will have to respond with a win, and the Cherish will the Cherish come and start against Manchester City and Aston Villa, and how they would love to return to winning ways in this one. So West Ham have begun to climb the table in the recent weeks under Nuno Espirito, the former Wolves manager, Nuno Espirito Santo, and they will see this as a free hit to the South Coast. Both sides should be quietly confident in this one, with Bournemouth perhaps possessing the stronger attacking firepower. I don't know if Semenyo is back, but I believe if Semenyo is back, then Bournemouth are going to win this game 2-1. That's another prediction of me. I'm predicting Bournemouth win 2-1. Elsewhere, at the Millennium Stadium, Wolves will be hosting Crystal Palace. It has been a brutal start to the season for the Wolves, who look to be sidelining towards the championship. But they will be hoping the arrival of Rob Edwards can turn the tide here against Crystal Palace. Wolves are winless in their opening 11 games and need something to change quickly if they are to avoid the drop. Crystal Palace, meanwhile, are going well under Oliver Glasner and should be up for this one on the record. Calling the results here is tough, with the Wolves sure to enjoy a new manager bounce, and a draw could be in the offing. Me, I'm going for a 1-1 draw because I don't see. I know Crystal Palace are better, but I don't fancy them beating Wolves with a new manager. It is something that Premier League clubs do not know how to approach, and it's something that has been an issue for a very long time. Also, at the Craven Cottage Stadium, Fulham will be hosting Sunderland. And remember, Fulham are beginning to feel the pinch a little under Marco Silva, and they will be chasing important points here against Sunderland. The Cottagers were well beaten by Everton last time out, and they need to respond in this one. Sunderland, meanwhile, are flying high inside the top four, and they are well on the way to securing the Premier League status for the next season. Fulham need a response and a strong at home, making them decent value for the win here. However, I don't think Sunderland is going to be a walk in the park, having beaten Chelsea and taking a point from the best defensive football club in England right now, which is Arsenal. This one gave them a confidence that they can do anything in the Premier League, and I don't see them resonating to lose anytime soon. So Sunderland are going to win away from their home on a 3-1 win against Fulham. I'll go for Sunderland. And then we will be having a Brighton versus Brentford fixture. This is the most difficult fixture ever. After Watford and Bournemouth, this has always been the worst fixture ever to predict as a pundit in the globe of football, because these two teams are more of entertaining sides in the division meet here. As a Brighton and Brentford face down on the South Coast, Brighton have a capacity to beat anybody on their day and are always a serious threat going forward. Brentford won't shrink this task and also have plenty of scoring capabilities under Keith Andrews. Home advantage will obviously assist Brighton, but these two sides should have a good at each other, and it could end up as a draw. I am predicting a draw of goals, not just a draw. This one, I'm predicting a draw of 2-2. Both teams to score, and the game will end up at 2-2. And we will be having another entertaining match where Newcastle at St. James Park will be hosting Manchester City. I have a feeling Newcastle are winning this game. I don't know why, but Manchester City will be looking to keep their good run of form going as they travel up to the northeast to take Newcastle United. Toon are always tough to beat at home, and they should be bang up for this one following international break. City are looking to show signs of being a serious force once again in their Premier League, but games like this feel important for Pep Guardiola's men. City have struggled on the road in the recent times, and as a result, Newcastle uh, look decent to win this one. I am giving a Newcastle a slight win of a 2-1 win. Elsewhere, we'll be having Leeds United will be hosting Aston Villa. So Leeds are beginning to show a few signs of slipping into trouble, and things won't get any easier for them here as they take on Aston Villa. Survival feels the ultimate aim for Leeds, who are still searching for consistency in the Premier League. Villa, meanwhile, are going very well under Unai Emery, and they should be bang up for this one on their travels. This could be a tight, but Villa should have firepower to come out on top. Seeing Aston Villa winning this one on a 3-1 win. Also, Arsenal will be playing Tottenham. This is going to be North London derby. So league leaders Arsenal look ready to mount a strong challenge over the festive period, and this should be a good one against Tottenham. The Gunners have a 4-point lead to chasing Park, which they will want to maintain over the coming weeks. Tottenham, meanwhile, are clanging away under Thomas Frank, and they tend to play their best stuff away from home. That said, Arsenal are full of confidence currently, and they should win comfortably here. I'm going to give an Arsenal win of a 2-0 win because Tottenham, they always have a problem playing these derbies. Manchester United playing Everton at Old Trafford. This is going to be the first time I'm predicting Manchester United to win. I never predicted Manchester United to win ever, but currently improving Manchester United will be looking to keep their good run of form going as they take on Everton. Climbing into the top half of the table has been a superb turnaround for United, who will be chasing 3 more points here. Meanwhile, Everton continue to plug away under David Moyes, and they should make life tough for the Red Devils here. That said, United are looking confident, and they should pick up more than 2 points here. So I'm going to give a United 2-1 win. So that was our week 12 March Premier League prediction. Stay tuned. My name is Jack. I'll be giving Premier League. I'll be giving UEFA Champions League prediction before we go past weekend. Thank you. You are welcome.